Final race on FWD Champions Day is a Class 2 contest. This is over the 1,600 metres, headed by Pressure Ship's had an outstanding season, winning 4 of his 7 starts so far. Gets barrier 13, but he generally gets back anyway. Time to Celebrate and Butterfield come down in class. Butterfield down in trip as well. He's the one for us. Could roll forward from barrier 6. Band of Brothers up in class for a last start course and distance win. Noble Steed was 5th in that race. Monica up in class was also coming out of that Band of Brothers race where he finished in 4th. And Rickfield has scored some big prices this season for Tony Millard. We'll jump from barrier 3. Alex Lai in the saddle. Monica is the horse that's been up at Chung Fa. Tom, in the last 30 days.
Good to slow the prediction here, but I think probably more on the good side. Cordyceps here from gate number 12 might get out and get rolling for Wagner Borges. The alternate leaders in the race are potentially the stablemates. He's the one for us who likes to go forward, and the other one, Time to Celebrate, who led last time out over 2,000 metres. Band of Brothers 3 back the fence, Star Performance. General's Delight, he might even sit a little bit closer to the speed. General's Delight, he's going to be ridden by Alfred Chan from gate number 10. And then you've got Butterfield Monica on the next line with King Opie.
Here is Butterfield, back in trip, back to 1,600 metres. Has won over 1,800 metres. The one time he has won here in Hong Kong, and he looks really keen in his work down the back straight here. Really wants to go a lot faster. Joe Maria aboard. Star Performance, he looks super keen as well. I thought he was going to try and jump a hurdle there at one stage. You can see he really wants to get on with it. This horse is super fit. He's going quite well at the moment. Dylan Moe will take them out. Barrier 4 for him. And Cordyceps, the likely leader in the race. Wagner Borges aboard. He goes nicely in his work as well. And he's had a good season to date. Had a little bit of a freshen up and comes back into this.
Could be dangerous as well, Cordyceps, if he was left alone in front. Let's start off with Butterfield, who ran in the Derby, finished 6th there, then runner-up behind a lane-leading star. This is 2,000 metres, though. He's back to the mile. It's
interesting they are bringing him back to the mile here, how he will go on it. I mean, he has won over 1,800 metres before. He ran 4th over 1,650 at Happy Valley. So when he first sort of got here, he's had the 7 starts. He runs nicely enough here. He stayed on well, just beaten by a better horse on the day. Look, I've found a spot for him, though. I think he's going well enough.
I've put him in for 3rd in the end, Butterfield. I don't think the drop back in distance should be any sort of concern. He went off at 1.9 favourite there last time out, just squeezed through the gap on the rail. Joe Maria ride. So I think he's still worth a top 4 chance.
All right, yeah, I thought he was probably looking further than a mile, but we'll see. Band of Brothers, he's got course and distance form for sure. He's a 2-time winner in actual fact over this trip. Monica and Noble Steed chasing it home on this occasion, Tom.
Yeah, I think he went off a really good price last time out, 2.7 in the end for Band of Brothers when he was able to deliver over Right Choice. He's got the 119 pounds. Derek Lung riding. Interesting, Zach doesn't have a ride in the race at all. He was on board him here when winning and held them all at bay. Hard to leave Monica out. Continues to race well. Has gate 1 for Matthew Chadwick. And Noble Steed, I thought, plugged away there okay as well.
He had all the favours, didn't he, Band of Brothers? But once he did get to the front, I thought he was quite brave and he did fight off Right Choice. So, look, I've got him in the numbers.
All right, what about General's Delight? Speedmate had him sitting a little bit wide, but I thought maybe, Paul, that he might push forward and maybe try and get outside the leader from there.
Yeah, it's a possibility, isn't it? He's had the 3 starts. His best run was when he was fresh up, when he did run a nice close-up behind All in Mind. This was his 5th, his last start behind Ballistic King. He wasn't too far away once again. He's got the apprentice claim with a wide draw, so you might be right. He might go forward with him. Look, I didn't find a spot from the end. I thought this was quite a tough race, this.
Yeah, just plugged away there okay over the final stages. Came here with a really big reputation, did General's Delight, but hasn't quite got to those lofty heights just yet.
All right, Pressure Ship, he's had a season to remember so far with those 4 wins from just the 7 starts, 3 of them being course and distance. He will get back, though, from that wide draw.
Yeah, he will. He was here over the 1,000 metres in a barrier trial. They ran 57.8. That's a good luck friend up on the pace here with quadruple W. You can see Vincent getting into him over the final stages, but it did attack the line, I thought, fairly well. Gate 13 isn't ideal, but I think he's still worth a shout in this race.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think they've got to the bottom of him yet, Pressure Ship.
All right, what about King Opie back at the trials? He's a course and distance winner back in, September in actual fact.
Yeah.
A long way to go.
Yeah, he hasn't raced since January. His form did drop off. He ran last at his last 2 starts in the campaign, and he did have an irregular heart rhythm when he did finish off last time in January. Look, his trial's okay, but I'd like to see him back at the race yet. He hasn't got a good fresh-up record.
Yeah, first up for 106 days. Happy to just watch, especially from gate 14 for King Opie.
All right, star performance. Beaten a long way in the Derby. Back at the trials, though, since, Paul?
Yeah, and look, he did run a really nice fifth in the middle leg of the 4-year-old series over this distance. I thought this trial was pretty good as well. So, look, I found a spot for him. He only a one-time winner here. That was over 1,400 when he first got here. Has been placed over the mile before. I think at this stage the mile's probably his right distance. Pushed out a little bit at the end, but I think he's going well enough, and he's a very fit horse.
That was a 1,600-metre trial win over Hello Daddy. 2,000 metres of the Derby certainly found him out, but he just hasn't really come back from that first up when he produced quite a while ago now.
So a very open contest to finish the programme, Paul. Pressure Ship is our favourite, but 4-1 favourite for the last.
Yeah, it's all over the place, this market at the moment. As you can see, 5 a win, 4.9 a place. But I've got him on top, Pressure Ship. I just think he's better than this Class 2, and he can overcome the wide draw and the weight. To beat Band of Brothers, look, he was a good run from him last time. His price won't stay there at 24-1. Band of Brothers, the last start winner. He is upgraded. He comes up here into Class 2. Derek Long aboard. Butterfield, the 1,600 metres for him. And then Star Performance. He only had that one win. It was his first start when he got here. They did give him a crack at the 4-year-old series. Didn't stay out the 2,000. But his best run of the 3, I thought, was over the 1,600. So we'll give him a chance there. That was the first leg. Was the 1,600. So 1, 6, 3 and 7. But look, it's an open race, so I'm happy to take the Quinella place 1, 3, 6.
I made Band of Brothers my best bet last time out, and going to stick with him here for Derek Lung and Paul O'Sullivan. Fought on well to win that race last time out as favourite over Right Choice. So he's on top for me, number 6, Band of Brothers. Pressure Ship goes in, horse number 1, back here into Class 2. Pushed out a little bit in that recent barrier trial, but I thought responded well. And look, was only beaten half a length last time out behind Simply Brilliant. There were a number of winning chances there over the final stages. Butterfield goes in number 3, and certainly Cordyceps, if he's left alone in front, he could be dangerous. I thought his recent trial, he looked good. He seemed to go to the line under a hold. So 6, 1, 3 and 9.
Pressure Ship, the one to beat for me in the last. I thought General Sedilla actually fought on quite gamely, though, in this that replay we had a look at after getting knocked down to a certain extent. But there we go. That's race number 10, Pressure Ship for me. As far as the stats are concerned, though, Paul, who are we looking at this weekend?
Leading trainer this season is Ricky Yu. Now, with trump card runners, what trump card runners do is they're the horses which the trainer can nominate 2 horses and they can guarantee them a start in the races. So he's picked 2 out for this one, and he's been very good with his trump cards this season, as you can see by the stats. His 2, Good Luck Friend and Pressure Ship for this particular meeting, and the one we're focusing on there is Good Luck Friend.
Will probably be favourite for race 3, and Pressure Ship currently favourite for race 5, race 10. He's a 5 favourite at the moment. I got there in the end, Paul. Who's the best bet on the programme, though?
Judy Star. Look, he missed the start. Should have won last time. He's trolled since and jumped perfectly. I think the horse is going really well. Yet to win from his 7 starts, 3 seconds, but they've been all up against top-class horses. So I think he's ready to win. And Yichin Blitz, I think it's a favourite stay throughout the card. So he's the longest price horse I've got. He's currently around the 10-1 mark. I think he can win the first. Yichin Blitz, Chad Schofield aboard. Now my play, I'm going to do all up Zach and Joe. Zach and Joe. Well, they are a combination of both. In the 3 features, I think Hocking Prawn Athero, Beauty Generation Waikuku, Exultant Time Warp, all up, those Quinellas, it's currently 27-1.
Is there another page there?
No, that's it.
Okay.
So I know it looks a bit like one of yours, Tom.
Computer patch for me, race 9, number 4, Joe Moreira and John Moore teaming up here, race 9, number 4, computer patch. Couldn't find too much value, but I thought Wellington would be tough to beat, but E-Star certainly, I think, can run a place off the back of his last start run. The hammer there, Antoine Hamlin riding him. And there's the play, computer patch, Gold Chest, Shining Ace, Water Diviner, Glorious Spectrum, Transcendent. Those in glass houses should not throw stones.
Going to go early here. My Best War of Courage. He's drawn wide, but he's got the speed from 1,000 to get across Chad Schofield Flyer and get the each way bet out in the first race. Super winner Ben, so hopefully they'll kick forward and just let him roll. Carling Legend, War of Courage, pretty simple there. The QQP for me. Good job, boys. Enjoy Champions Day. Should be a fantastic day.
Yeah, should be really looking forward to some great racing.
All right, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we can count on your company again from Sha Tin on Sunday for Champions Day. We will be racing to win.